Hey everybody, welcome back to the Haiku Universe, the culture's anchor, Javier Cabral.
Jaleesa Puneet.
You already know what time it is. We here, we're excited, we're enjoying ourselves. So cheers one more time.
Gotta get coasters.
Cheers. It's a beautiful life. It's much love everywhere we go. Incredible. Yeah, so how you been?
I've been busy. I've been tired.
That's great.
But I feel like I've been more active. I just started training. I just started HIIT training.
Let's go.
Yeah, last week.
Let's go.
And it was crazy. Like I really thought I was doing it. You know, I thought I was going crazy. I'm in the gym for 3 months. I'm thinking, all right, everything lit. I'm gaining my weight. Yeah, I feel like that humbled me so much. Like, oh my gosh, I'm really just starting out. I couldn't do so many things, and I'm just motivated to see my results. So, yeah.
That's great.
How you been? What's going on?
I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's super important. Just staying active, staying physically active too. You know, I've been doing my kickboxing thing. I've been networking a lot, building a lot with so many different people. It's amazing. And, you know, just staying busy, just constantly moving. I mean, you know me, I'm always up early. So.
Yeah, you are.
So I gotta...
Woke me up early.
So we just gotta keep on moving. And that's the thing, right? Like, being busy is a blessing. Because God loves those who are busy, because he can use you to change the world. If you're just home not doing anything, then, you know what I'm saying, you gotta love yourself. So you gotta love God and build that connection to keep on moving. So that's amazing, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to staying busy.
Yeah, shout outs to that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Need to breathe.
Right, yeah. And self-care is important too, right? Because we're all busy, but, you know, having that time to breathe is important.
Yeah.
What are you about to do later? You said you're about to make candles?
I am. I'm going to make some candles later.
Right.
I love candles, so that's pretty cool. And I'm going to see how that works. I never made a candle before, so I think that's also, like, just pretty cool. Like, I like doing new stuff, and I'd be so excited for stuff like that. So I'm hyped, and I don't know, I could taste it. Like,
Taste it. That's funny.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, that's that. And then after that, I'm going to film my first story time that I highly anticipated on my last video on my 1 year update. So again, I got so many stories, but I'm gonna start it off with the stories as they came, you know. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
That's super exciting. I love it. So I really appreciate everybody who's been watching, especially that first episode. I really loved it. I think we did a fantastic job just speaking on our chemistry. I feel like we flow really well, and I'm really happy for the world to continue to follow us in our journey. So, you know, 2020, how's been 2023 for you so far? Just reflecting 2023.
2023 has been, I feel like it's been filled with highs and lows. But I feel like I unlocked a different level of me, because I feel like every year is filled with highs and lows for me. Like, it's either all the way up or like all the way down. This year, I don't feel like I went all the way down. I feel like, you know, I went up, I went down, I went up, I went down, but I didn't feel like I was at rock bottom this year, which is really good, I guess. You know, like I said, a new level of low. But overall, I feel like I started this year with nothing. Like, I started this year with, well, I can't say that. I started this year with a dream. I did. And I don't know how much, or I don't think I will, or I know for a fact I didn't put that time in to live that dream throughout the year.
Okay.
But I can say this fourth quarter, I've been living my dream.
That's amazing.
I've been doing what I gotta do. At least for the month of December, I've been doing it. So I'll take that. It's better than nothing. And I'm gonna go into next year doing so much better than I was going into this year. So that's all that matters to me.
That's amazing. You know, a lot of people, they wait till the next year. They're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm at the end. Let's just slouch through it. But that momentum is beautiful.
Yeah, nah. It's like celebrating Kwanzaa. Like, you start December 26th. You start the year, but we start 7 days before the new year. So you prepare those 7 days for that first day of the year, which is the last day, and you must walk by faith. It's literally the last day of Kwanzaa is the first day of the year, which is Imani, which is faith, and you go through the year having faith. So yeah, I'm prepared. And yeah, December 26th, we will be having an emoji ball.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's funny.
As for me,
Yeah.
2023, it's been beautiful. Like, I started off this year helping out nonprofits here that work with like dogs that needed to find shelters and things like that. Just doing a lot of spreading awareness for that, doing a lot of amazing work. And I feel like this year is a year where the last year my father passed away, so it was a lot of darkness for a whole year. Even though I have a son, and my son has been a huge light, and my fiance a huge light in my life, but just dealing with that darkness for a while, and then coming into 2023, I feel like I'm starting to get a lot more light. I'm opening myself up to a lot of different opportunities, building a lot. I'm reconnecting with people in the past that that I loved. You know what I'm saying? So it's great. Like I love it. I love 2023 and everything that it has to offer. And just like you know what I'm saying, it's about picking up that fourth quarter, that momentum, and that energy. Like I do help nonprofits, but I like helping people more than I like to help animals and things of that. I'm always passionate about the people, and now I feel like I'm getting back into a space where I'm able to be more passionate and help people and express myself in the best way possible. So I'm excited. I honestly feel like ever since 2019 with COVID, I feel like every year I feel like I've been expecting something bad to happen. Like
Really?
yeah, like I don't know, like it was just a dark cloud since COVID. Like the pandemic, then my father died, and then a bunch of shit. Like this is now like 2024. I look forward to it so
Okay.
much. It's
That's
like
good.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Not to make it dark or anything, because I'm happy, but it's just like it's beautiful.
get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's not bad though. That's cool. I don't know what's. I can't say. I feel like I'm at the point where every year I was expecting something
Right.
from the next year or out of the next year, and then it goes a whole different way. That at this point I'm a little numb to expectations. My goal is to just be consistent and then let God rule the rest of it, because it's like
I love it.
me expecting stuff and I be way off. Like I be way off, and it's just crazy. Like I've really tried to plan my life out since I was 12, and everything that
Since you were 12 years
since I was
old?
12, I was planning my life out.
Wow.
From my kids' names, I still got them though. So yeah, whoever is gonna be the lucky whoever's gonna be the lucky person, just know I got the names already. But I got my dog's name, I knew what age I wanted to have my first child, and I didn't go that way. I knew what age. I always said I never wanted to get married, and I did that. So it's like, okay, honestly, my life has just gone in ways that I really just didn't expect it to go. Even with me coming out here, like I said, we all know I wasn't this. I gotta stop saying I wasn't supposed to be here, but I didn't plan to come here. So I guess I am supposed to be here because I'm here, but that's just what it is. So I have no real expectations outside of me being consistent in everything and just letting my blessings fall in.
That's great.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I do expect. I got body goals though. I got body goals. My birthday June is December. Let's just see what happens.
Hey, there we go. And we're gonna talk about goals soon, though, for sure. That's something super important. Yeah, it's been a beautiful year, and let's stay on the topic of that art, that music that we love so much. You know what I'm saying? So, basically, what was the hottest top 5 albums of the year? We could go one by one on that.
You wanna go first?
Yeah, I can go first.
Okay.
I don't mind. So the first album. Yeah. Ooh, I told them. Yo, Burna Boy, I Told Them was a fire album. I love Afro beats. Usually when I listen to hip hop, there's lyrics to it and it's going really fast, or I can listen to a love song and I'm deep into the emotion of it. But when I'm listening to Afro beats, it helps me just stay in the rhythm of life. You know what I'm saying? It's just the drums. It's kind of fun music, and then Burna Boy has a way of through his music he expresses just being successful. And that first song, I Told Them, is especially as artists, you know what I'm saying? People don't really see our vision. They don't really see what we're trying to build, and sometimes outside influences because they don't really see how much we care what we're trying to build. Because sometimes we have writer's block, or there could be some block in our lives. And we could be going through something, and because you're an artist, someone still expects you to produce the next piece of art, even though we might be going through something, right? And it's just for him that constant saying of like, I told them I was a genius. I didn't know what the meaning was, like just different things like that. Like he was always speaking to existence. Even you, even you writing since you were 12, not everything might go the way you want it, but that constant of like just speaking into existence and that energy and that rhythm. Yeah, Burna Boy. I told them. That was yeah.
All right, cool.
Good.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to it. All right. Well, my number one actually. So my 5 are in order from the release date.
Okay. That's cool.
And literally, I was listening to them at that time. So like, I went off of the 5 albums that. When I say I get in that car and I play it and I wake up and I think about it and I can't wait to get in the car and play it again, or I'll play it while I'm in the shower, or like it was just that type of stuff. Like it was like scary, nonstop. I probably got all of these albums a million streams each. So.
Oh. Okay.
But yeah, the first one is actually not from. It was in a 2023 drop. Okay. But. That's why I'm putting it out first because it's an old album. But I recently started listening to it again. But I used to love it when it first dropped too in 2016, I believe. And it's one of my good workout albums. It keeps me up. It's a good driving album, especially when I'm trying to get somewhere that's in 30 minutes and try to get there in 30 seconds. Like it's gonna get me there in 30 seconds. Right. So that is A Boogie TBA. Yeah. It's like 6 or 7 songs on there, all my favorites. Like I really don't think I got any skips on that. That's Ransom and Macaroni. Timeless. Wrong Nigga. Vacation.
Is Drowning on that one?
I don't think Drowning's not on that. 99 Problems and Messages. All of that. That's my thing. So I don't know what year that dropped though. I think it was 2016.
I know Timeless though. Timeless,
yeah.
That's a fire.
So yeah, that album just.
That's a classic.
That's activation. Like that's my activation button. So A Boogie TBA.
Activation. I like that.
That's my red button.
The activation.
Well, that's really the stop button. Like that's deactivate.
Hey, activation. I like that because there's music that activates me too. Like,
yeah.
Cause like especially going to the gym.
Yeah.
Because the gym is not. I love the after feeling of the gym, but the journey to the gym is you need to get activated.
Yeah, I'm a drill music head. Going to the gym.
That's funny. So for me, number 2, I'm going with the boy from Canada. You already know. For all the dogs, baby. Oof. Oh my God. Yeah, man. Drake is just the most consistent artist ever. Like he just doesn't miss. He continuously grows. He has a lot of new collaborations. I love what him and Lil Yachty been doing. They've been doing great work. He has Yeet on there. He has Party Next Door members. Like, oh my God, that song is incredible.
I like that song.
Yeah, members is fire. She got the Rich Baby Daddy. That's a banger too.
I love that one too.
Yeah,
those only 2. I only got 3 songs on my phone for now. So.
Yeah, let me look at it real quick.
Like I only have Slimy Wow.
Slimy Wow.
Rich Baby Daddy and others.
Slimy Wow was great.
I gotta listen to the rest.
Because you got Daylight. You know how I'm with children. My son, you got Adana. My son named Adonis. You know what I'm saying?
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. First person shooter. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. What will Pluto do? Yeah, man. All the parties with Chief Keef.
Oh, I gotta listen to them.
Oh my God. Gently featuring Bad Bunny on there.
Okay.
Woo! Yo, my God. Drew Picasso, you know I like to paint. God damn. Amen. We blessing these women. Hopefully they find amen. Jesus. I love it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my number 2.
Okay, got it. My number 2 is Meek Bucks, Blessed to the Max. That came out February 17, 2023. It was actually highly anticipated for me because I really loved the last album as well, Neighborhood Ho. And I believe that dropped in 2021. And I was definitely listening to that back to back. But yeah, just watching the journey definitely just inspires me, you know what I'm saying? And I like storytellers as well. And like I said, I always said I like storytellers, and he's definitely a great storyteller, great writer, very passionate about his work. And yeah, that album was just on repeat. Like, and he had Tink on that album, and I ain't hear Tink in a minute, so I love that. Who else? Yeah, Wiz Khalifa on that album, and I used to love Wiz Khalifa. Who else he had on that album? That really, really like, I'm like, oh my gosh. I think that was all, honestly. I don't remember who else was on that album. I don't know if he had G Herbo on that album or if that was the last album. I know he was on the last album for sure, but yeah, so Blessed to the Max, February 17, 2023, Meek Bugs, Harlem, Stand Up.
Yeah, that's up. I gotta listen to Meek Bugs.
Yeah, that's good.
Was he new? Like, how long was he
No,
out?
he's been out for a minute, like 2016. He really
2016?
like kind of popped, and then he had a song called Everybody. And then he did some altering, you know, for his image and stuff like that. And he came back out and he just like, he'll drop singles here and there. He dropped a lot with like Dirk and them too.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's good.
Hey, that's what's up. So for number 3, you know what I'm saying? For the people in the islands, mi gente, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Cuba, Mexico. Nah, let me stop. I started going everywhere, but yeah, Bad Bunny, nadie sabe lo que va a pasar mañana. Yeah, it's just a great album, and it's one of the ones that was not really promoted as much.
Okay.
So I love that. Like when big artists, I think like the biggest artist I've ever seen that do that was Beyonce. Like she dropped the album
she
once,
just drop and go.
and that's how you know you're
But
big,
it's
right?
because it's Beyonce. Like
Yeah.
she can drop and she don't gotta promote it because everybody's gonna promote it for her. Oh, Beyonce just dropped the album. Beyonce just dropped the album. Whatever the case may be. But
Nah, I completely agree. It's because she's Beyonce that
Right.
you can do that. Like I think Drake, he dropped like a mixtape or something a while back, and he just dropped it. I think it was during the pandemic. I forgot what it was. It was like
during the pandemic.
it was like some road or lane or something like that. It was pretty good. Man, if I could find it, I will. But yeah, he just dropped the album randomly, and Bad Bunny did the same thing pretty much, like a week after For All the Dogs dropped. That's why I love it so much. It was like I got Drake right like a week after my birthday, and then a week after that I got fucking Bad Bunny. It was just like it's the motion, you know what I'm saying? Like the energy. It's like you activated, then you gonna activate me again. Like how much activation do I need in like 3 months?
No, really.
Yeah, nah, that was great. I love it. I mean, every song is pretty good. If I look at it right now, I mean, you got Nadie Sabe, Monaco, Fina, was super good. What's another one that I really like? Los Pits, Mercedes Carota. Yo, like, he just went in. Where She Goes, that was a big banger that was played off the beat of Lil Uzi. I Just Want to Rock. It was a really good album. I really enjoyed it. I feel like people received it well. He may have got a little bit of criticism on it because it didn't have some of that slow song appeal that Verano Sin Ti didn't have, but I loved it. I really loved the album. So shout out to you, Bad Bunny.
Okay, shout outs to Bad Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
My number 3 is Summer Walker, Clear 2, the Soft Life EP that dropped on May 19, 2023. And first of all, it took me a minute to listen to it. I saw like the trailer, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, she's about to come out with another. For one, Clear, the first one, I loved it. I still love it. And that came out when I was in my first apartment, and in 2018, I think, yeah. And I was just going through stuff, and it was just the perfect album to express what I was going through. So when I saw that she was making Clear 2, I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't wait. In between the babies and stuff, you know. So it's like, okay, she still got time for us and stuff like that. And the first song I liked on that was Pull Up. And like, it was just different for me. Like, I don't know, it starts real slow and it's real sexual, real sensual. And you know what it was really? The part was at the end when she was talking, and she was just like talking, whoever she was talking to. I just was like, yo, that sound like me. Like, just the shit she was saying. Like, she was like, oh, like, you could tell, like, she bullshitting. Because it's just like, oh, like, you're not gonna come over here and think I'm gonna just come outside every time you tell me to come outside. And then she's like, but where you at? Like,
That's funny.
and she's like, oh, like, you a black man, like, stop. And it's just funny. It was just funny, like, to me. It was just funny, but it was cute. It was, like, relatable, for real. Like, you want to be so hard, so bad, and you just can't do it. Especially when you really, really fuck with somebody hard. It's just like, you can't even stop smiling. Like, so, the second song I really like was Mind Your Mouth. And that song is about women with, like, I don't want to say smart mouths, but like just women that definitely are vocal. And I am a woman who is vocal, especially in a relationship. And you know, sometimes it's like, you know, men don't want to be with women who want to talk so much. Men don't want to be with women who don't feed their ego. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, basically, it's her telling us. Her expressing how people say, like, they told her, like, the lyrics is, they say, hush, girl, mind your mouth. You don't want to harm his ego. You don't want to turn him off. But it's like, I'm going to say what I want to say. Like, the fuck? Like, do what you got to do. So, I really like that album. Then the last song that I really, really remember getting into 100%, and I had to drive to it, or if I was going through something or just not feeling good, or even feeling calm, like very, very calm. It was a calm song. It was Set Up 2017 version. And it was about her basically like saying, like, one day I'm gonna be driving in my new car and living in this house that I want to live in and all this stuff. And I know that a lot of stuff she wrote before, which is probably why she had it was probably written in 2017. So yeah, I love it. And it's definitely a soft, like, feeling you get from it. Just wanting to be vulnerable as a woman, especially as a black woman who the world looks at like you're always freaking angry and just too much. Even though I'm over here being extra. But yeah, that's what it is. So I love that album. Summer Walker Clear 2, Soft Life EP.
That's awesome. That's so dope.
Yeah, I love it.
For me, the next one is Travis Scott. Utopia, fiend. Like, yo, Travis Scott is so fucking dope. I love it. I love his music. We all I know Travis Scott likes Kid Cudi a lot, and just growing up, I used to listen to Kid Cudi, so I can always hear a little bit of the influences in the music. And I'm really excited for their duo album to come out. From this album, it was a little bit tough to get into, and like I know a few people told me like they try to listen to it, but the first 3 songs are so like, I don't know how to describe it, but it sounds like a retro 80s music video where it's like, I don't know, like RoboCop-ish. But once you get through it, Fiend is dope. K-pop has Bad Bunny and The Weeknd. You know I love that. He has Kid Cudi Love. He has what's her name? SZA and Future. I love SZA. I love SZA's voice. Drake's on it. Beyonce's on it. It's a really great album. It's really versatile. Young Thug is on it too.
Wow.
And I love that Young Thug is on it because of what Young Thug is going through right now with his case. So I really wish that, you know, and pray that he's successful, because I just don't like to see anybody go to jail, especially in the prison system in America. I feel like there's better rehabilitation ways. But yeah, he has Westside Gunner. So it's a mixture. Like you get like a lot of that trap feel, you get a little bit of that techie feel, you get a lot of that R&B feel. Like it's all good sounds within his realm, right? So he's bringing people into his music. It's not like he's adapting to other people or changing for other people's sound. Like he's really like people are growing within his sound. And Travis Scott does a lot of that, because not only does he rap, but he also produces the music. So there's a lot of the flow that he's in charge of when he creates it. Right? It was highly anticipated, especially after the tour where people died in this tour. It took him a while to like come back and show and express his music, and it was received really well. So I love it. Number 4 for me, Utopia.
Okay, I gotta listen to that.
Yeah, Fiend. No, I'm just kidding.
My number 4 is Lil Durk, Almost Healed. It dropped May 24th, 2023. And that album, on day one, I heard sounds on TikTok with the song All My Life with J. Cole. Everybody is like, I didn't even hear the rest of the album before that song blew up on Instagram Reels and TikTok. Because that's just what it was. Like, one, you got J. Cole on the album. Also, Summer Walker had J. Cole on the album too, on the last album. But yeah, like, to get J. Cole to come back outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, who else he had on that album?
He had a really great country artist on the album.
On that album?
Yeah, I forgot the country's name. It was a really good song though.
What song was that?
Let me see real quick.
Because I know he had a country artist on the last album.
Yeah, he had a country artist, that's what I mean.
On 7220.
I think so.
It was that one, right? I think it was that one.
I think so.
It was 7220. And there was some
Oh, Stand By Me by Morgan.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't hear that one. I don't know. Maybe that's the skip one.
It's all good though.
Yeah, but I probably heard it and just don't even know what it was called. But my favorites from that album, Pale Coat, well, Pele Coat, I don't know, y'all call it different stuff. We call it Pels in New York. Biggies and Pels. I like Big Dog. I like dropping to that. I just do. It just gives me that energy. And shit, let me see, because I don't want to lie. I'll try to not look at my phone as much as I did last time. Because last time I was on my phone so much. Never Again, Put 'Em on Ice. Those are my favorites. So I guess it's those first like 5 songs. Never Imagine, I do like that too, but it's not what I'm going for. Sad songs, like I like mostly the top half, the first half of the album. Like those are ones I'm gonna make sure I don't skip none of them, and then like I probably gotta be in the mood to listen to the rest of them. But that album period, like even just those songs alone, like I said, I think I still got him a million streams. Like I think so. I think I still got him a million streams off of listening to the first half of the album. So yeah, Lil Durk, Almost Healed, May 24th, 2023.
That's super awesome. What I like now too is like these days you can actually like listen to the album before you like try to buy it or anything anyway. And before, like I remember my first album I ever bought was 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
You did say that.
No.
On your phone? Like,
Nah, it was on the CD.
CD?
Yeah. It was like a bootleg. My bad.
I don't remember buying any CDs. Like, and the only songs I have purchased on my phone, I only have 3 songs actually purchased on my phone. So every time I get a new iPhone, those 3 songs will travel with my iCloud. And those 3 songs are gospel songs. Like, one is Fred Hammond, Show Yourself Strong. One is Moet Brown Clark, I Just Want to Praise Him. And the other one is, I think it's Bashan Mitchell, You Ray, but I'm not sure if it's that or if I just had that on my phone. But I definitely have 3 purchased songs on my phone, and I literally pay for those songs. Everything else I just like download.
Honestly, I've been buying like, cause my cousins are older, and like I said before, I'm like the youngest in my whole family.
Oh wow.
So like I like cousins and everything. I'm the youngest, so I got a lot of influences from my cousins. And I had a cousin who, when he was growing up, he wanted to be a rapper. So he used to like rap and make beats and stuff like that. And like my mom, you know, again, immigrant family, not everybody speaks Spanish and things like that. So I would like literally buy bootleg for really cheap, and then I'll have like a disc player, like the recorders, the old CD players.
Yeah.
Like man, it's crazy. Just thinking about it now, because like we have phones and everything.
Yeah.
But I used to like just buy a bunch of albums and I listen to the raps and stuff like that since I was like 6 years old. It's crazy.
We had CD players, but we were only listening to Anita Baker. Like we was listening to whatever my mom had.
Right.
Like my mom always blasts music. She always had like a big sound system, even till this day. That's why I can sleep with music on. Like I can sleep under the speaker. If this is blasting right now, I can sleep right here like a baby.
Did your mom did she ever like try to like, if she heard you listening to something, I don't know, explicit, like curse words, did she try to stop it?
She would be like, turn that shit off.
Oh yeah.
But she meant like my mom is also kind of loud. Like even like she never let me watch certain things growing up either. So I'm like, when people talk about the Dave Chappelle show, how they grew up on the Dave Chappelle show, and I be like, bro, like I don't know, like, and it's like I watched it a little bit as an adult, like maybe like a few years back actually, like I would watch certain episodes, but like I didn't grow up off the Dave Chappelle show, South Park. Like I just started watching South Park like 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I love it, but it's just like she never let us watch that.
I feel like you had like a church.
I was really on no church. She didn't even go to church. Like no.
You was just finding God
I went to church by myself. Yeah,
That's
I went to
amazing.
church by myself or with my
That's incredible.
other people. But yeah, I was just watching Disney Channel at home.
That's beautiful though. Like,
yeah,
I think there's a lot of like happiness and.
Yeah, but then you know all the demons that came out with Disney Channel
All the
stars.
demons.
Come on, like I don't want my kids
Talking about it with demons.
It's over. I don't even like
You don't even know.
every Disney Channel star that I
Oh,
remember.
you mean that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
So my mother thinks she got me doing the right stuff.
I mean the show.
Nah, but overall they were cool. I love them. And Hulu bought Disney, by the way. That's what Raven is on Hulu every season. Now I got mad hype. So about that's what Raven is on Hulu. All right. You say you're number 5?
Number 5. He's one of the biggest producers. Yeah, like reggaetons, Spanish trap, all of that stuff. Tiny. I actually saw him live in Miami this year. I didn't even mean to see him live. I went to visit some friends because they were watching the Heat game, and then I was looking for venues for a wedding, and at the nighttime we went out to watch the Tiny concert. And it was lit, and then it kind of opened my eyes to how
His name
big
is Tiny?
he is. Yeah, Tiny.
Oh wow.
Tiny.
Oh,
He's really,
Tiny.
yeah, he's like a producer, but he also raps too. And data, like, super important too, because I love when producers could like write and sing and rap too. I just feel like there's something beautiful about that when people are able to make beats, because I feel like there's an extra level layer of control into it, right?
Yeah.
And like you,
Like I want to like learn how to engineer, because then I feel like I was teaching myself how to engineer, and if you put 10,000 hours into something, you can do it. And if you just count the days, that's a year in like 20 days, I think. I know it was like a year in a certain amount of days or a certain amount of weeks straight. And obviously I can't do that. But once I learn how to like engineer my own vocals, I can even get a lot more work done.
Right.
You know, because then I don't have to worry about sending it off, or not even that, but just worrying about it not getting done incorrectly or the way that I want it to be. Then obviously it's me saving money. So yeah, I think it's good when you know how to do it all.
yeah, like it's super important to be versatile. The thing about artists is like the more that even though you're not a master at everything, but the more that you know about different types of art, the more it's easy to just create something new based on the whole remix of things. And that's how hip hop was made too, right? Because hip hop was just like a whole bunch of like vinyls, all these different things, just different arts that people were doing. They learned how to control it by spinning it, which is awesome. But yeah, Tiny, really great album. Check it out. Super, super awesome. My favorite song in that album is Para Siempre, where he has like a lot of legends on there. He has Mike Towers, Jaiko. He got Bad Bunny on there too. He has Archangel, you already know, Arcangel. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Tiny.
Tiny. Hey.
Cause I'm like Tiny. I don't know. I only know one Tiny.
I mean, I don't know what the name comes from, but it's interesting because in the island, the Native American culture is Taino.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like that's where it came from.
Okay. Look that up. Maybe you might be right.
Yeah.
Let's bet $20.
That's
No,
right.
that's not. All right. So my number 5 album of this year, I can say the album, I loved it, right? But right now the person in discussion is in many discussions right now. And it's unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie, because like I really do love this album. But yeah, so my number 5 album would be Diddy, the Love album, Off the Grid. And I'm just gonna speak on the music aspect. So
The
like
name of the album's Off the Grid.
it's called the Love album, Off the Grid.
Off the Grid.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Right. Yo.
I just feel like you speak things into existence sometimes, you know?
Yeah. No, but so the first song that I really heard on the album was Jasmine Sullivan, Need Somebody. That's the thing. He has so many features on the album. He got Jasmine Sullivan, Mary J. Blige, Casey and JoJo, Jazzy, Summer Walker, Justin Bieber, freaking Nija or Nija. I don't know how she pronounces it. He got everybody on that album. Kehlani, Ty Dolla $ign. So he got everybody on that album, and like, it's just so perfect. So like, my favorite song was the first song I heard was Need Somebody, and it just came at the right time. Like, I'm just driving. It's always me in the car. Like, that's when I really get the most out of music, because I get to just be one with the music and stuff like that. But the second song I really loved was Stay a While. And I think that's the one with Nija. Or Nija. Like I said, I don't know how she actually says it. I kind of looked that up actually. But Stay a While, I love that song. I love it 100%. If I'm getting ready, that's the song I'm gonna blast. When I'm walking in the spot and I wanna feel like a bad bitch, I wanna feel how I look. Cause I always look like a bad bitch. Like, no. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna have that in my ear. I'm gonna play that right before I get out the car. Like, okay, yeah. Like, and then Stay Long. That's by Summer Walker on the album. It's so good. Like, it's just so good. Like, it's like a good plate of food. Moments. Justin Bieber. Oh my God, it is amazing. It is amazing. And the one that I love probably the most is Mind Your Business by Kehlani and Ty Dolla $ign. Like, I just like, I feel like I put everybody on to this album, and then he comes, and then boom, we get all this stuff. So I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second time we're speaking about this, and like, I feel like we should speak on it, just for the love of humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like. I mean, he's done so much for hip hop. In terms of pioneering, and he's always been a staple in the game of bringing, like, Biggie, Lil Kim, Mase, like, so many people. Like, was it Day 26, that R&B group?
Yeah, Day 26.
Yeah, there's so many of them. Mary J. Blige, like, so many incredible artists that he's been an Usher, Justin Bieber too. Like, it's just crazy. He has his name everywhere. Like, when you look at hip hop since like 1992. Has been everywhere in hip hop, and it's just an incredible story, because he's also someone who's like extremely self-motivated, and he's built everything from the ground up, and people have seen that and they loved it. And I don't know, we don't know if it's true, and we can't say anything, whatever it is that's going true. But once Cassie, right, she's the one who like. It was the first lawsuit. Now there's multiple lawsuits. I think it's crazy. What do you think about this?
I think that sometimes it takes one person to speak up for everyone to feel comfortable to speak up.
Really?
Yes. But the album, I love it. But I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. But if that's the case, so what about Bill Cosby?
Right, yeah.
What about Bill Cosby?
Yeah. I think that's why it's important.
It's not impossible for these things to be true.
Yeah.
And yes, it's not impossible for people to be trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's not impossible. People want to get money every day.
Right.
BOA, Wells Fargo, like, come on. People trying to get money every day however they can. However, but it's just like, at the end of the day, if I feel like it's not just women saying this, it's not just people that need money. We got other celebrities that's on top right now, putting their 2 cents into it. I don't know if you saw Mace's last performance at I think it was the Stars or 50 Cent. It was like something 50 Cent did. I don't know if it was for Power or whatever, for Stars. But Mace definitely, 50 Cent just posted it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Mace don't need no money.
Yeah.
Mace don't need nobody money. And Mace don't need to put nobody, Mace don't gotta do nothing.
Mace is a pastor.
And that's the thing. Why? And it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's left and he said he's seen so many things. he said, this is when he was little. He said he saw too much and he want to just be closer to God.
Yeah, man. It's crazy too, because like it opens the question, and I feel like, well, what you said before about Bill Cosby and a lot of these men.
Do you think Bill Cosby did it?
I don't know.
Do you think OJ did it?
OJ, I don't know. I don't know. Like I just don't know. Like I don't know.
I understand, but I mean, yeah,
it's hard. But like
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of signs saying that yes, it was done right. So you can't ignore that. And that's the thing for me too, which is the kind of the reason why I wanted to bring this up, is because we grow up loving artists and we love their music and we love their music videos and we love the art that they're displaying, because art is so powerful. Like art is one of the most powerful things that anybody can do. Art is up there with being a doctor, a lawyer. Like art is huge. Like you influence and you touch so many people with your art. Even if only one person connects with your art, you ultimately change that one person's life. And that's super powerful. So it's like, especially if the art is not as negative as what the person has done, right? Like you have I Believe I Could Fly, and it's fucking made by R. Kelly.
I forgot about R. Kelly.
Right? I Believe I Could Fly was made by R. Kelly. It's just a question out there, like for everyone watching. How powerful is the art? Like how powerful is the art? Is the art? Are you able to separate the art and the artist, or is like once the artist does something, it's completely destroyed forever?
Can I answer that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, they could answer that.
Yeah.
But I got an answer for that.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on how severe it is. Like we have a Chris Brown and Rihanna dispute, relationship, a domestic dispute, and people saying, "Oh, you guys forgave Chris Brown, XYZ." If Rihanna could forgive Chris Brown because it was a domestic dispute and there were so many emotions involved, like that's really none of our business. It's just the fact that they are in a light that we got to see it.
Right.
And again, I'm glad she's okay as a woman who's been in domestic disputes. Okay, that nobody's seen. So it's like. But it's different when it's a difference. There is a difference between domestic disputes and I don't know if this is a word, but bigotry, like pedophilia. Like I don't know. There's a difference.
Like hundreds of allegations.
There's a difference. Is bigotry a word?
I don't know, but hey, bigotry, you gotta stop this.
Yo.
The industry of rape has to end.
No, but for real, that's horrible, and I don't think it's alright.
That's terrible, yeah.
I don't think it's cool. Let me look up the word bigotry, but overall,
yeah.
I don't know. I just think there's a big difference. So
yes,
you will at that point. I feel like at a point I would draw a line and I would separate the artist from the art. But then at a point, it's like you and everything you do gotta go, because me supporting you in your work, I'm still supporting you. I'm still supporting your lifestyle. I'm still supporting your habits. And that's just not gonna be okay. Like that's like, this is a side note, or it's kind of personal too, but whatever we're talking, like that's like me having like a person in my family that doesn't do well with they don't make the right decisions, and just drug abuse and stuff like that, and I love them dearly, so I see them in need of money for like food or things like that, and then it's just like, I want to help you, I want to give you money, I want to do this and that, but then again, if I do that, there's a big possibility you're just going to take this and do that with it. And as much as I want to help you, I can't help you because of the things that you're doing, like the decisions that you're making. So I got to take my love out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, as much as I love a person's music and I really want to support them and blah, 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 like you doing other things that's detrimental to your life, your growth, or other people's lives, then I got to cut you off.
That makes sense because it's life, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's everything that people go through. And that's why it's so deep, and I feel like people don't want to have this discussion really, is because one, this is a very powerful man, right? We're talking about a billionaire who has his eyes and his ears open to everything that goes on, which is huge. But also, like, there's a lot of trauma that everyone goes through, and when we see things like this, like the ability to open up and express how we feel about it, there's a healing to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely healing, and to your point, like, or to the question too, is like, how powerful is the art? You know what I mean?
Mm.
How powerful is the art, and how powerful is the culture?
That's a question for you guys.
That's a question for you guys.
So if you can, if you got time, definitely comment how powerful the art is to you.
Hey, there
That's
we go.
what we can do.
Hey, but we appreciate you. You already know.
Yes.
Top 5 albums
Of 2023 and 2016.
Yeah, like, follow, subscribe, share, spread the love and the joy. How powerful is the art to you? Peace.